What's up, guys? Thanks for clicking on this video. Today I'm going to be talking about my 5 most used tools inside of Adobe Spark. If you would, go ahead and give us a like. I'm really enjoying building a community here on YouTube, so you could also subscribe to this channel as I'm getting to know some of you guys over here and really enjoying sharing just some more content here, a little bit more organized than Facebook. But let's go ahead and jump into Spark and start talking about these tools.
Flight 527, runway 8 kilo, you're cleared for takeoff.
So, like I said, today we're going to be jumping right into Adobe Spark and talking about my 5 top used tools inside of this program, and we're just going to start off with number 5. Number 5 is the image tool. So if you go up here to this add button on the right hand side, you're going to see photos, and this is actually where you can upload your own photos, but you can also input photos from a lot of different options: Google Photos and Google Drive, Dropbox, Lightroom, all these different options here. But this option for find free photos is what I want to focus on today, and this is actually letting us tap into 2 huge image libraries, and that's Pixabay and Unsplash. I don't have a ton of knowledge on Pixabay. It's not really a place I've used a ton, but Unsplash is something that I've used quite a bit, so I usually just go ahead and check Unsplash because that's the one I'm most comfortable with. I'm sure if you did a little research and figure out if Pixabay is a place that you would like to use images from, you could go ahead and select all photos and use both of these. But again, because I trust Unsplash, just because I don't really know Pixabay, I always select that. But then we can come in here and type in whatever we want, and it's actually going to search those websites, or that one, since I only selected Unsplash, and find us images of whatever we typed into the search bar up here. So this is really useful for doing KDP books. That's mostly where I'm using this tool, but it's just so cool that it's built right into Spark, and really easy to get these images on your journal cover or your book cover or whatever you're doing and have them be high resolution. That's really what I love so much about having this built right into Spark and not having to go anywhere. And this library is actually huge. So if you wanted to be like specific, like a black lab is a type of dog, it's going to pick actual images of black labs that will pop up. So you can be pretty specific about what you're looking for. You don't have to like type in like generic like bird. You could type in like the type of bird, and you might be able to find it here. And this library is always getting updated. The community over on Unsplash is really awesome. They're constantly uploading high resolution images that we can use absolutely for free on our projects. So really love that website and love that it's integrated right here to Adobe Spark. So my 4th most used tool inside of Adobe Spark is actually the text tool, and you can go ahead and find that up here in the right hand corner. Again, going to this add button, and you'll see this little text plus, which means adding a text box to your document. And you go ahead and click that, and it's going to ask you what you want this text box to say. So if I just type in sample and hit done, it's going to bring that right into your artboard and allow you to start manipulating this kind of however you want to. I've used a few online graphic image editors just like Adobe Spark is, but I haven't seen one that has such a robust text editor. There's just a lot of options for what you can do with this text, and that kind of leads me into number 3, my 3rd most used tool. And my 3rd most used tool is actually selecting the text, going to the Style tab down here, and this is what we've dubbed as kind of the randomizer. And you can just grab this green wheel and go in a circle around this bigger outer wheel, and you'll see over on our artboard that it is just generating a bunch of different colors and text fonts, and just styles of font that we can use without us having to put in like any thought into what we want it to look like. So if we're working on a project, we're not exactly sure the type of font or the colors that we want to use, this generator or this randomizer here is really awesome to allow us just to see a bunch of different designs and colors just really quickly just by spinning this little green circle around. So moving on to number 2, my 2nd most used tool inside of Adobe Spark. Once again, if we go up to this add button, it's going to be this icon library that's built right in. And you can see that we are searching the Noun project, which is an absolutely massive icon library that we can use for free and use for our projects that we are selling. So if we type in again cat, you'll see a bunch of different cat icons, and they'll just keep in loading as we're scrolling down. You know, dog, bird, whatever you're trying to do. I don't know why I've got animals on the mind so much right now, but you can see all this different type of imagery. And it's not just like one art style. You know, there's a few different art styles in here, and this is another library that constantly gets updated, so it's definitely worth checking these out. Even if you have your favorites, it's always worth coming back and checking for different icons as it's always getting updated. We'll do one more, another animal bird, but you can see there's all types of different species of birds here and different styles that you can use as well. So I really love this, and this is one of the reasons I like teaching on Adobe Spark so much is just being able to click one of these icons, have it pop into your design, and you can see it even samples some of the colors when it's bringing it in, so you have an easier time using that image. It's just very intuitive and has a very robust library, so a lot of people can get straight into this program and start creating competitive designs. Before I get to my number one most used tool inside of Adobe Spark, I just want to take a second, and if you want to know more about any of the tools that I'm talking about in this video, we do have a course on Adobe Spark. So the link is down in the description. Definitely go check that out. It's actually a 25% off coupon code if you click that link down below. So go check that out if you want to learn more about Adobe Spark and how we're using it for our print-on-demand business. Currently, right now, it's covering how to use this for apparel, but that's going to be a living course. So we're going to keep adding to it. So we're going to be talking about KDP shortly. We're going to be talking about a pop socket specific strategy that we have, and all that content's going to be added to that course. So definitely go check that out. Use the 25% off and get that course, and we'll keep talking about some tools here. My number one most used tool inside of Adobe Spark, and the reason I fell in love with it, the first time I used it is because of the art swatches that are built right in. So you can see I left the text here. I'm going to leave this icon in here, and if I go to this colors tab, you'll see all of these swatches that Adobe has pre-made that are colors that they think look good together. And I trust Adobe. They've been in the creative business for quite a long time, but if we click any of these swatches, it's going to change everything in our document to be a similar color style and just work well together. And you can even shuffle through these colors, see the different ways that the colors interact, and find one that you really like and stick with that. But that makes, split testing your designs and coming up with just slight different variations to see if you can, find exactly what customers are looking for. It makes it just so much easier than any other program that I've used out there as far as picking color swatches and being able to apply them to your designs almost instantly with 1 or 2 clicks. So I am excited to share some more of this Adobe Spark content here on YouTube with you guys. We've taught quite a few people to use this over the last couple of years and seen them have success with it, selling competitive designs on print on demand on Amazon's marketplaces and other marketplaces as well, even in local events, making sure it's for schools and nonprofits. Definitely stuff I want to talk about in future with you guys. But Adobe Spark is one of those tools that it's 100% free. You can just sign up and go start playing with it today, and I encourage you to do that. But if you want to kind of speed up your learning process or see how the tips and tricks that I've figured out over the years of how to make things easier, and because it's not quite designed for what we're using it for, just being able to streamline some of that, definitely go check out that course. And that link below is going to give you 25% off for anyone who's watched this video here on YouTube if you want to learn more about Adobe Spark. But until next time, guys, I'll see you around.